All right, all right, all right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Coming to you on a good Thursday afternoon. Wrapped up a little bit of work. Actually, went out today. Got my first dose of the COVID vaccine, so decided not to work out. We're gonna just play it slow, relax a little bit of gaming, a little bit of bounty farming. Jump along for the ride. How's everybody doing? Y'all grinding good? Everyone keeps talking about this new patch, and Cliff posts a brand new. Let's see, what do I need to take? No, actually, I think I'm good. Cliff went ahead and posted a new chart breaking down all the amount of players that have been joining. I think, if we're not near the all-time highs right now of player base, we're pretty damn close. Pretty close. Let me take a quick peek and see what the website says in terms of our total player count. Let's see what we can get here. So on the Lost Relics website, if you go to the frequently asked questions and you go all the way down, yeah, right now we're at 1,295 active players in 4 days. 4 days. Well, not too bad, not too bad. I think before the reset we were like at 2,500 but that's for a whole month. So in 4 days we've already met half that total, and it just keeps growing. Gas fees be damned. Ain't nothing holding the game back right now. People keep telling me about, or I haven't had a chance to play. I think there's been 2 little minor patches since the big update the other day. Some people have been talking about new enemy AI. That some of the enemies have started to move a little bit more, have been moving a little bit more intelligently to avoid your damage. That's pretty cool. I finally hit, I know, can you believe it? I'm level 56, but I finally hit level 10 scavenging. I can finally use a uncommon scavenging tool. Well, you keep going at it, it'll get there. Oh well. The enemies seem a little slower. Is it maybe just me? Maybe I'm hyped up on caffeine? Okay, yeah, no, those runes are pretty tough. There we go. Or pretty fast. What's going on? How you doing, bro? Thank you for jumping in. Morocco. How's the grinding going? Pretty exciting the other day how the donation train started happening, huh? I thought it was really cool. I was not expecting that at all. You know, I knew a lot of players were in desperate need for some uncommon blockchain weapons. Whoa. Oh, now they're ranged, so they're keeping their distance. I like it. So okay, that's new. That must be part of it, right? I wonder if it's just based on because they're ranged, they're going to try to stay away? Yeah. Or if it's based on like what weapon you have out. That's pretty smart. I like it. VGBB, what's going on, brother? Hey, hell of a donation for you, man. Yesterday. That was freaking awesome. Sorellas have brains? Uh-oh, watch out. The Sorellas can mess you up, bro. I used to speed run the dungeon and get a bunch of aggro, go to a corner and just face tank everything. But when Sorellas surround you, game over. So that's interesting. I always thought it was fun to try to dodge the Sorella attacks. So is the update, or is that like that change in the enemy AI, is that related to just range? Is it all ranged enemies, or is it just, or does it apply across the board? I would assume here that, I mean, I like it because in the back of my mind, you obviously have to give the patch some time, right? And there's changes in everything, right? So you have to balance it out, kind of try to get a feeling of what Cliff is trying to portray to the player, what kind of challenge he wants the player to endure. And I was a little worried because at least about bows, because they seem to get a really big nerf. But now, if these ranged enemies are going to be keeping their distance, bows are going to be another reason for you to make sure that you're carrying a good bow with you. And it makes sense, right? Obviously the ooh, that's a lot of guys. Obviously these bruisers are going to want to face tank everything to protect the ranged enemies. I left something behind. Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna finish this up. I left my blue Graham. Let's get this chomper out of the way. So how are the drops, guys? How are the drops? I'm hoping everybody get, with all those donations that happened yesterday, I'm hoping some of the new players are starting to feel it. I wasn't able to play too much yesterday. I only played for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Ooh, there's a new blockchain item. Let's see, what is it? It's the Zagarac skull. Now I have 2 of them. Keep them coming, keep them coming. No blockchain item left behind. Yeah, so if the enemies are going to be running from you, even more reason. But like, they're not fast enough to like get away out of melee, right? You could probably still kill them with melee. You just have to chase them down, and the more you chase, the less time you're dealing damage and eliminating enemies from the mob. I got a really good feeling about some blockchain items. I tried taking a warden key here the other day and hoping that these doors would open up if I brought one, but nothing happened. Got to be experimenting. Got to be experimenting. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? How's the leveling going? Everybody doing good? Christmas 2.0. Yeah, bro. That's also like the donations of all of those blockchain items, all those blockchain weapons are really going to increase. It's really going to help the economy out, right? Because I was watching a bunch of players on Discord just mentioning like, oh man, I just died. There goes 4K worth of items, right? And it makes sense. Like they probably got a sword, 2K. They probably got the ring of rejuvenation. Both of those are going to be gone. Epic miss. Epic miss. So I think the other patch said that there was going to be some changes for misses too. Let's see if I can just naturally feel what the changes of the game are. Let's see. Morocco says today's Ethereum fees 160. Bro, it's nuts. I think today might have set an all-time record for gas fees. I think as players, we just need to be patient. There's a lot of benefits that come with being on the Ethereum blockchain. I mean, who knows what the future has, like for this game or for Cliff or for Engine. But I just want to make sure. I mean, the way I see it is other businesses that are not gaming related. All right, we got to follow. Welcome to the Strike Team. Jap Styles, how you doing, man? Welcome to the Strike Team. Hope you're doing all right. Hopefully you're saving up those blockchain items. But what were we saying right now? Yeah. We were talking about being able to keep. See, I like it. I like it. I just completely whiffed that because I was thinking the AI was just gonna come right into my swing. That's cool. I got to get used to it. So Sorellas are probably now the most dangerous enemy in the game. Would you say? I think they have to be, don't they? Yeah. How you doing, Jet Style? Did you just get started with a game? You've been grinding for a little while? Oops, thought that was a sword. All right, give me some more of these. We're gonna finish up this bounty, and I think I might be done. I think I'm gonna have 2 bounties left. They both take blockchain items, so that might be a little difficult right now. I haven't gotten these cloths before, crystal cloths. There's been like a different cloth that's dropped every day. I wonder if the way Cliff does it is that like the drop pool, like you have all the items that are in the drop pool, right? But like every 24 hours, like it prioritizes some over others. I don't know. That's just a guess. What did I do that for? Yeah, VGBB agrees. That probably makes the most sense. At least that's what I've experienced, right? So that's good to know. Like if you're in a rush and you're grinding and you notice the items that are dropping are what you have a good amount of, you know, or if you're late night gaming and you're like time to go to bed, but then you get a new drop, you'll maybe stay around for one or two more. Okay, yeah. So I could still catch him. Like if a player doesn't have a bow, they can still technically catch those enemies that are retreating. So that's good. Let's play around with him. How close do I need to be for him to run? Okay, like that distance right here? Let's see. Yeah, like that distance right there. Okay, that's good to know. I wonder if it's the same for all enemies. Like the distance, I mean. Or maybe like the spiders stay further back because their web shot can go further. So Morocco says that Cliff said that if Efinity doesn't solve the problem, that he'll make another step. The decision's to be made at the end of the month. Yeah. So, look, I could tell you this much. You know, obviously Cliff needs to do what's best for him. Like he's running a business, right, and providing for, you know, his income. So he's got to make whatever best decision he can to make it through. But what I can tell you is I'm more than positive that Efinity. I personally think that Efinity is very close. You know, I don't have that speculation, but the reason why I say that is because of the different videos that I've watched online for their presentations in terms of their launch dates and everything. Now, I mean, if they're doing what I think they're doing, which is this idea of like a marketplace that can like, first off, an updated wallet that's going to have additional features with DeFi. You know, that could be huge. I mean, I'm waiting for the day where DeFi hits the NFT market. It's going to be difficult to set up. I'm not sure, like financially, what the best solution would be, right? Because when you're borrowing cryptocurrency, like on Maker or on Aave or on Compound, like, you know, you're typically doing like over collateralized loans, right? So you're putting in more money as like a precaution. So the protocol will allow you to take out you know, a certain percentage of whatever you put in. So I guess theoretically that same thing could happen with NFTs. The thing is that obviously NFTs are going to be much less liquid. So like, what calculation do you need? Like in Aave, they allow you to put in, let's say you put in $1,000, you can borrow up to like what? I think you can borrow up to like 600 is the max that they'll let you. Did I miss anything? So how do you do with NFTs, right? They can pull the APIs right off of the marketplace, the Engine marketplace. But one, those APIs are a little skewed. Like, for example, I've gone into deals in the past 3 weeks, I've picked up, somebody got something good. Level 76. Way to go, Revolver. Way to tear it up. What was I saying? Oh, it's like I picked up three transcendent weapons. I picked up 3 transcendent weapons and traded 1 transcendent and 1 farmer's token. and that was in the past 3 weeks. But all of that was off the market, right? Obviously, players are going to save fees if you do it off the market, because as long as you trust people, you trust the third party, and the player base like knows each other pretty well. You know, we all starting to get to know each other. Some rivalries have already started to spark up, and some friendships as well. So that's really good. I mean, that's part of any community, right? So like, for example, those 4 transactions that I made in these past few weeks, they're not on Nginx API. Like, Nginx doesn't know that I did that. Now, I did see on OpenSea, maybe I like it. Maybe Nginx does have a way to like view. Maybe what they do is they pull the API that shows like just all the transfers. Let's see. Jeff Style says actually trying to get out of Arcade Unchained. But yeah, casually played for the past week. Oh, so you've been playing for a week. That's nice. What's your best drop in so far? Have you been able to get an uncommon weapon yet? It's probably only been a day since they've been more available, so if you haven't gotten it yet, keep going, keep grinding. They'll come up. They'll save you some gold. Yeah, so like, if it's one thing to give an over collateralized loan, when you have a certain amount of like coins actually deposited. With NFTs, like, since they're harder to move than typical cryptocurrency, then maybe there will probably need to be even more collateral deposited in before you could take a loan out. That's what I'm hoping for. Like, if that happens, that's like the holy grail. If that that would beat everybody else to market. But you have like Rarible and Axie already working on their scaling solutions, their layer 2 scaling solutions, just like Efinity. I mean, Efinity, from what they've discussed online, has been working on this much longer than those other 2 projects. So theoretically, they should be in a much better position to launch. But who knows? You know, and now we're starting to see. I'm not sure if you saw. I mean, the big news from a couple days ago. Engine has partnered with, is it Block Labs? Something Labs. I forgot the full name. For potentially tokenizing real estate on Engine, which could be really bullish, right? But it's kind of interesting because you're gonna have like 2 communities mixing, right? The people that are investing in real estate, and then gamers, or I guess you could say, gamers is as its own subsection, and then within it also. You know, the tokenization of all assets, right, could be potentially on Engine, which is super exciting. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. But so that's just the wallet, right? Then what happens? Then with Efinity, like allowing you to transfer NFTs, you know, without fees, without major fees, being able to mint without major fees, and then, you know, when you're ready, you know, if you have a super important item, you can go ahead and claim it on the Ethereum blockchain. Sure, you'll probably pay the fee then, but if the reason why you would do it, obviously, would be to, I'll keep going, would be to, you know, just for the security of it, to make sure that it's posted on the Ethereum blockchain. That's what my plans are, right? Just, I guess it depends really. I mean, they already talked about, I like how these guys move. This is cool. It feels good. It adds a new dimension to each battle. You have to coordinate between like what enemy you want to kill first, and leave, and which ones you want to leave for the end of the mob. Morocco says, I'm trying to understand some words because English is new and new to you and you're weak with it. But what is important is when the fees are low and Infinity is without fees. Let's see. We will witness a great evolution in gaming because currently, despite a gas fees, the game's breaking records. Exactly. That's what's making me super bullish. I mean, I told myself that I wasn't going to buy any more NFTs, like at least within Lost Relics, right? And then I got an opportunity to trade with a player to make to be able to pick up another Transcendent. And when Cliff posted that I mean, when I started to see like on the website that like the number count, like I had been doing all my math based on like, if there's 600 players in the game, how many weapons are needed? How many utility items are needed? Like, what are the amounts that are in demand? Like, where's the levels of scarcity? And I did all my math on that. But then apparently we've doubled the amount of players that I thought were in the game at any one time. And so that just means that theoretically these items should have doubled. And then so maybe I don't know, maybe this is how it plays out. I mean, I don't think it's a coordination that there's not a. I mean, it's an important thing to note that once I figured out that the player base doubled, like within that same time frame is when engine doubled. You know, I don't think they're necessarily like linked one to one, but I do think that there's something there. There's something there that I'm keeping in the back of my mind when I'm looking at further research. You know. So with these new real estate assets, like we could live in a Ready Player One world, right? Where you have like, I don't know if you've read the book Ready Player One, but you know, within the book you have like the Oasis, which is the metaverse, the multiverse. In this case, would be Engine X, right? And all the projects that operate within Engine. And then you had like the business community that were just logging in, like the rest of the world that was logging in for, you know, running just basic businesses to put food on the table for people, right? So you could have that in Engine. You could have the sector that's like tied for like tokenizing real world assets, and then the sector that's just gaming, and they're both need the same token, right? So then that means that like real world assets are now equivalent with digital assets in terms of value because they're on the same platform. That's super exciting. Let's see. Jab Style says, my account shows the net worth of 1.5 Engine. You got miner level 6. Nice. Like I said, as soon as I sell my account. Oh yeah, so you're gonna transition over. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Depending on how much you have in the account, in your account, you know, obviously now's the time to start doing the research on what blockchain items you want. You know, start with the way I did it. I mean, everybody's different, right? But the way I did it is, I started with anticipating that weapons were going to be the number one item in demand, you know, followed by relics. So then based on your money, you know, build your loadout, you know, same way you would build a PC. Like, okay, my budget is X. If I get X, Y, and Z, what could I do? Is it worth it or is it not worth it? You know what I mean? Shiro, what's going on? The grinding's going good. We just got started. I'm about to finish a couple more runs here and we'll finish up the... I think this is going to have to be the last bounty. I'm probably not going to be able to turn 2 of them, unfortunately. So if I finish the bounty and I can't do the others, I'll probably start going back and grounding some Mount Olkep and start racing for some blockchain items. Because I'll tell you what, if you can grind, you know, efficiently Mount Olkep, the blockchain items drop like no other. You know, now, I mean, a lot of them are going to be common, you know, but I'd much rather be stacking those NFTs than not. There's that cloth again. So there's 3 cloths, I think, so far in the game, right? This is the crystal cloth, and then there's the demonic cloth. That's the one I was getting in the... That's the one I was getting in the bounty chests. I got those demonic cloths, and then I think there's one more, if I'm right. All right, 11 players in the game. Do me a favor, guys. If you haven't found me on YouTube, it's the same thing as Twitch. It's Strike Team Games. Pop up your browser. Go ahead and do a quick YouTube search and hit that sub button. You can also find me on Twitter. It's F Munoz, CPA. That's my tag on Twitter. So it's FMUNOZ, CPA. Hit me up there. A lot more players are posting YouTube content. You know, I got into the point where I started searching YouTube content where YouTube's just naturally like, hey, whatever some new Lost Relic content pops up, it puts it on my feed. So that's pretty exciting. So I'm watching you guys. I'm watching what you're doing. You'll find me in your comment sections. And also, it's like we've gotten to the point where like almost around the clock there's somebody streaming Lost Relics. That's exciting. There's always availability for someone to be able to see the game, enjoy the game however they want. I've also noticed that some of you have also started opening up some Discord chats while you're streaming or while you're recording to get multiple players into the chat. That's probably something I'm going to need to do for a future stream. I think that'll be pretty fun. Elegant cloth. Shiro, you're right. Elegant cloth. That's the one. Good luck, buddy. Take it slow, man. Take it slow. It's a tough one. It's a toughie, but a goodie. Oh, where'd you come from? You came out of nowhere. Let's see how that chat doing. Y'all doing good? 12 viewers. All right, all right. Yeah, gas fees are nuts, bro. The gas fees are nuts. I mean, most players get down by the gas fees. I'm excited. I'm excited about the gas fees. If y'all been watching the channel for a while, I obviously have a lot of positions in cryptocurrency, and I'm more than willing to share my opinion on some of them. You know, whether to invest or not. Like, I am a financial advisor, but I can't provide guidance to someone who's not my client without knowing their specific situation. So don't take any of mine as direct advice for your specific situation. But I'm more than willing to let you know what I think and how I feel. And I'm even willing to be a little bit more transparent in terms of like what I'm investing in NFTs with the game. All right, so that's a good run. We knocked some trees out, so I probably got to do 4 more runs of trial woods to finish this bounty up. Let's see. I don't know why. Oh, that's cool. There we go. I'm checking out the Telegram real quick. Let's see what some people are saying. Oh yeah, and that's the other big one. Frederick Baker from. Actually, let me put this. I'm gonna type this into the Telegram real quick, guys. Yeah, let's. Yeah, someone this morning, well, morning for me, someone this morning just minted a $1 million NFT. Did y'all see it? The Diamond Hands? $1 million NFT. So that was like 3 million engine approximately. Yes, sir, I am. Come hang out. Come hang out, Super. Watch, he'll be here in 3, 2, 1. In the comments? Too fast. Maybe he's busy. He might not be able to jump in the stream right now. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we need to do some trial. Yeah, someone minted that item. So like I immediately when I got the notification, I immediately went in it, right? And you can see through the description of the item like how it's obviously a call for a revolution. It's a call for action, you know, gamers revolting against the system, I guess you could say, right? I don't know what it's going to be used for. I'm not sure what the intentions of them minting it was. Obviously they're a whale. But what my first thought was I needed to know whether it's Efinity related. You know, after reading up on it, I don't think it's Efinity related, but I don't know what it's for. So, you know, and then the phrase Diamond Hands. Have you all? That's the name of the NFT, right? It's called Diamond Hands, or is it Diamond Holder? No, it's Diamond Hands, I believe it's called. Let me see. Frederick, I saw your post in here. Where was it, man? On the Telegram. I don't see it no more. I think it's called Diamond Hands. And if correct me if I'm wrong, guys. There's Super. He jumped on in. What up? What's going up? What's going on, my friend? How you doing? You having a good day? Good night? Ryuzaki. We're just talking a little bit right now about that $1 million NFT. Pretty sick, man. Who knows what's the cost for melting? Is it a percentage cost or is it a flat fee cost if someone melts? Because if that player did it like just I mean, there's got to be a reason behind it, I'm sure, but you never know. if there's a melting percentage fee, then more than likely that NFT is going to be lasting for a while or be used in some major project. You know, 3 million engine token out of a total base of what, 1 billion? There's 1 billion engine tokens. Diamond Hands. Yeah, Diamond Hands. That's right. Diamond Hands. Yeah. I was thinking it was going to be Infinity related. It woke me up in the morning. I had to wake up this morning a little early to go get my COVID vaccine shot. So I got that taken care of. But like the second I saw that thing in bed, it just woke me up. Like it just completely woke me up. Trying to figure out what it means. I mean, what it means for sure right now is there's another 3 million engine that's locked up that's not going anywhere. Less supply on the market. But oh man, that was horrible. That was a misclick. That was a miskick. Get these guys off me. Let's heal it up. I don't know right now if we're at the point where engine's like so much in demand that it's going to have an immediate impact on like the engine that's available for purchase on the markets. But I mean, it is a good sign. And I had not heard the phrase diamond hands before. But then randomly when I was watching yesterday on YouTube, like Warren Buffett, I was watching a video, like one of the old Berkshire Hathaway's conferences. I forgot what they were even discussing. It was just like a random YouTube video. And he used the phrase diamond hands, and I was just like, whoa, that's the NFT that just got purchased, like that just got created. Like I hadn't personally heard of that phrase before. Maybe that's just because I'm in my own specific industry. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Oh yeah, there's the asset. Super Right, you just linked it in the chat for any of you that's listening via audio. If you go into the chat, you can find the listing right there. Did anybody notice if the enemy movement has been decreased? I felt like yesterday they were a little faster. They were a little quicker on the draw in terms of like jumping on you. Today they feel a little slower. I'm not sure. It could just be me, literally. I played Call of Duty last night with a group of friends. It was game night, and jumping from 60 frames, like with such a smooth game, first person, right, into a third person. Right now, I'm playing at 60 frames a second also right now, but obviously can't compare with the budget of Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Cliff is killing it, and I've been playing more of this game than I've been playing Call of Duty, so that tells you something. All right, keep those crystal cloths coming. So what else is dropping today other than crystal cloths? I was getting a bunch of those the aged whiskeys yesterday. Got a few rare aged whiskeys yesterday too, mostly out of treasure chests. Yeah, we grew up with COD. Yeah, that's so funny, man. Like I remember when I was playing Halo competitively. Like I'd go to tournaments and like we could just destroy kids, right? It was just there was a level of experience like there that we had over other players. And then I stopped playing professionally in 2007, and I didn't really even go to a FPS tournament until like 2010. It was like 3 years, but everyone had been already like, no, maybe later, 2012, and everyone had already gotten accustomed to Call of Duty and Halo and all these other first-person shooters, to the point where like the player base just naturally got better, and I could just feel it. I was just like, oh, every single game we play is just like. Not that we couldn't win. I mean, we did pretty decently, but you could feel like the increased pressure from your opponents. Those were some damn good times. Really good times. Traveling from hotel to hotel, city to city, playing in tournaments. Okay, let's see. Let's use the harvester to get some health up here. Super. I was telling the chat before you jumped in. In Trails, there's that area where you get a chest where it's like where that ray of light shines down on the chest, you know, and there's two little buildings right next to it in its own little corner. I brought a warden key in with me and kept trying to go to that spot, seeing if like one of those doors would open or something. Nothing happened, obviously, but I've been trying. I've been trying to find some hidden Easter eggs somewhere, trying to see what we can do. But actually, Super actually might have the one that has the most info on that, since he's the one gathering everything from the wiki. Our own local detective. Sherlock Holmes got nothing on him. Oh, not going that way. And the other thing I was thinking about was potentially like not this one specifically, but like if there wasn't anything back here, like maybe you could blow these rocks up with one of the better bombs. What's that epic bomb? Oh, it's a landmine, isn't it? I've never used it before. I think I have 2 or 3. Okay, that's good. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. I think it's a good day. It's not too bad, man. There's a pretty decent amount of players on. We got 15 viewers right now during a weekday. Hey, what's going on? PTE, how you doing? Play to earn. You tearing it up? 11 minutes, 18 seconds for the YouTube. You have to answer. You have the answer to your question. I wonder what that is. Let me see. What is Engine Coin and how does it work? Oh yeah. How old is that? So that's 2018. I would actually tell you to go watch this one if you want to do some homework. Let me post it in the chat right now. This one will give you a good idea here of what Efinity could potentially look like. And then on top of that, another good research item I let people know of is there's a documentary on and I've told other people this quite a few times, but there's a documentary on the Diablo 3 marketplace. Prior to its release, it didn't pan out exactly well, but it's a much older video, years ago. But you could already see how developers were already planning out like what the blockchain world would look like without knowing that's what they were doing. So I think that's pretty hype. Yeah. Right now, this is my total guess, but right now I'm thinking that these spikes that we see in Engine I think they were just related to new projects that are coming on board. I'm waiting for the big, huge spike, like what happened in 2017 with Engine. And I think if it happens, I think that might actually be, what the hell? I actually think that might be, what's the word? That might be the, like, insiders that are aware of, future launches or future developments with Engine buying up ahead of time. Complete guess. But right now I think it's almost all players. I don't think very many developers are going to mint right now. So I don't think that they're the ones that are buying it up. I do think these new projects, like once they agree to a partnership, they've already committed a certain amount mentally within their head, within their business model, to be able to invest a certain amount. Like when Atari came on board, they already had a plan, and it became clear over. Oh look, we got one of the axes. I'm gonna leave it here for you guys. Someone's gonna. So one of the new players will go ahead and pick it up. It's one of the axes we donated the other day. Send the Diablo link. Yeah, give me a sec. Let me. It's the Idea channel, Diablo 3 Marketplace. Let me see. Diablo 3 Marketplace Idea channel, I believe is what it was called. Yeah, here it is. Let me post this one. This one's a good one. 17-minute one. Actually, the Idea channel has that video that I just posted, that's for the Diablo 3, but there's another one that is just about what was it, man? I'm blanking. It was just about. I think it was just about like the idea of digital ownership from like 2009, 2010. They weren't even discussing blockchain. It was just like, what does it mean for these, for video game items, video game skins to have value. Super, are you proud of me? I'm rocking. I'm rocking the uncommon scissors, the pruning scissors. I finally unlocked level 10. That's how much you know I play Mount Alcup. But yeah, feeling pretty good. I think we end up working hard tomorrow. We can put we can get a good amount of work done before the weekend, and then we have some free time. Rocking the game really hard, bro. I know, beast. I was about to put level 10 in the chat so that everyone could be like, grats. Let's see. 3 more runs. We'll knock it out, and then we'll get that bounty. I think we're gonna get some ramen tonight, bro. There's this place that they just recently moved location. Like, they were like 20 minutes away from me, and now they're like 2 minutes away from me. So they opened, and I didn't even know. So I'm going over there tonight. I'm gonna go pick some up. Take some to Ema, go drop some of that off. The only thing with the restaurant is like they're hit or miss. It's either like extremely amazing or just eh. Level 10, baby. Scavenging. Oh well. I remember when this big update came out back in August, and everyone, I don't know how long it went. It was like a week and a half, 2 weeks before everyone leveled up and then realized like, oh, if you actually use these uncommon tools, you get like double XP. And then people were already talking about like, oh, I'm XP boosting. I'm boosting right now. I figured out this, but it's true. Like, for a while, players didn't know, and the players that did, like, they pulled ahead on that leaderboard. What I think is cool though is that, like, look, I had like level 4, 3, 6, you know, so like that's how much these bounties have made me move like into different adventures, which keeps things fresh and helps me level up. I actually really, to tell you the truth, I only played Odinspire like the night it was released. I hadn't played it much before until these bounties, and I went back into it today, and it was like really fun. Not today, last night. It was like really fun. I like Odinspire. Now the I think the sand, like the wind like hampers your bow, right? Oops. I don't know if it's like you miss more or you do less damage. Thank you, Romo. Thank you, Romo. Way to go trolling live in chat, bro. Here we go. When I hit level, what am I gonna hit next? I'm gonna hit level 10 woodcutting. Well, I don't know how much XP I get from woodcutting off the top of my head, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it on this stream, but when we do, we'll all spam the chat. Level 10 woodcutting. Way to go. That's funny. No, you guys are beasts, man. You guys are farming it up. I can't keep up with you monsters. I mean, some of you already have everything leveled up. Were y'all like was there one specific skill that you wanted to focus on? Somebody hit something good? Nice. Very nice. Dude, my first rare was a quest, actually, turning in a quest. Weather's a big part on what's missing. I mean, the miss status. Okay, gotcha. Oh, so what does that mean for rain then? How are you figuring this stuff out? You're just asking all the right questions. That's what you're doing. You're asking all the right questions. Yes, sir. Jump on in. You know what? Let me post it. Let me post it here for everybody. Twitch.tv/Strike Team Games. How many bounties has everybody completed? Did y'all kick them out all out? I know play to earn's already done. That guy's got like 18k bounty bucks. And I'm guessing here, I don't know what Sam has done, but I'm guessing here that Sam, just because of what he posted in chat the other day, I'm guessing that he's also the one that's buying up the chests on the marketplace on the Royal Emporium, which is a pretty smart idea. Like, it's the only way to like increase your bounty position, your bounty bucks position compared to other players. You know, I mean, you can theoretically just max it out every time, but you'll always be playing catch up. So you've only done the 2 and super says he's only done the 2 and 3 stars, and he has 2 more of the 4 sword difficulties. Is it 4 sword difficulties? Doesn't it only go up to 3? I love this bow. There should be some kind of like audio cue or audio sound. It's just so satisfying when you do a power shot with the bow and you kill 3 enemies. Just so satisfying. There should be some kind of like audio cue to just be like, yeah. You know, like in Call of Duty, when you hit a headshot, you hear like the sound of like the bullet ricocheting off the helmet. That would be cool. And then freaking Cliff, man, the guy's a monster. He drops this patch, and then he drops the second patch, and then he does a third one. Bugs fixes, bug fixes, bug fixes. I don't know how the heck the guy does it, man. I really don't. I wonder if he's been selling off on the shop. Oh, and he even he sold out those Daenerys's the other day. That was awesome. Maybe there's another item that's low limited that we can get the community to go support, help out Cliff. Well, if anybody's on the website, what's the lowest item available for sale in terms of quantity? I'm guessing those like Christmas ornament, that Christmas uncommon ornament, whatever it's called. I don't even know what it does, to tell you the truth. I missed out on the Christmas event, and I really feel. Oh, Ancient Skull of. I haven't seen that before. Ancient Skull of Osk. Nice. Have y'all gotten that yet? That's the first time I've seen it. It was added today. You ignored. Super Ryu says that he ignored the one sword bounties. Esper's hodling. You can only do 3 since the lack of 1 engine. BTC items. Yeah, I get you. They added 4 new blockchain items today. So then I guess one of them's that crystal cloth, and then this one's the second one. Don't tell me what the other ones are. I want to be surprised. Are they all uncommons? Tell me that. I'm guessing they are if people already know that they're dropping today. And what's the count? It's not going to say it because he hasn't minted it yet. Yeah. All uncommons. Diablo, what's going on? How you doing? 72 bubble bombs left at $5 a pop. So what is that? 7 times 5, 350, 360, $360. And when we sold out the Daenerys for him, there was 21 of those at $10 a pop, so that was 210. You know what we should do? On the weekend, obviously, is where there's a much bigger player base. So I'll probably be streaming this weekend. I think Kenzie might be streaming tomorrow, which that'll be exciting. I have to tune in for that. But if I stream on the weekend and we have a bunch of players, we might do a call out for the community to go support Cliff. Sell those bad boys out. What's the effect? What's it do? Is it even useful? Okay, let's get this last tree. We are at 56 trees out of 76. Diablo's doing pretty good. He's had a good day. I'm not complaining. I've had a good day. If I go get that dinner that I'm craving, that ramen noodle soup, oof. Damn, my lips are already watering. With pork belly and an egg, ooh. So hungry, so hungry, so hungry. I ran into an old friend today. He's a pharmacist that was giving out the vaccine doses. So he's just been asking me how things were going, mostly with work, right, with the accounting firm. But we were talking for a little bit, and I was just like, what do you do, Amanda? He's like, I was telling him, I was like, so much free time. I was like, I'm trying to work out more. I'm trying to do all this stuff. But other than that, I'm just gaming it up. And he said he was playing Call of Duty. And I was like, you need to check out Lost Relics. It's brand new game. Start getting into it. Start getting informed. He said he would give it a shot. Who knows? It slows the monsters down around you. You haven't used it, but it sounds good. Yeah, you could use it for a good escape. I mean, I'm running low on health right now. I don't really know how I got so low on health. Sometimes when I'm talking with you guys, I just zone out and I just go into autopilot mode when I'm playing. Especially when I'm thinking. Yeah, let's pop that. Here comes the big boy. What are y'all's thoughts on gold? I think that's the next. I don't think we're going to be able to have the answer to answer what I'm trying to answer, but like trying to figure out what the value of gold is right now. You know, we got players that are hodling in the millions. We got players that are low, just getting started out. And then obviously the players that are grinding and trying to make sure they have just the basic virtual items if they haven't gotten a BC item yet. So Ryuzaki says Infinity set back Lost Relics as it takes time to release. Am I still dying? I better get out of here. Yeah, look, I don't remember who said it in the chat, but like the player base is there. The support, the community, it exists. That's not going to go away. I mean, unless Infinity doesn't come out for this year, if it doesn't come out in 2021, you know, there's methods that can be used. I mean, this game's not going anywhere away. And that's one of the like decisions that I had to make, like investing decisions, was like, what happens if Infinity, not only if Infinity doesn't come out, like what if it comes out and it fails, you know? I mean, it's possible that people can move blockchain items onto Infinity and, you know, something happens, crashes the network, and you lose your blockchain item. I mean, I don't know. It's possible. It's going to be unproven. We're going to be the first ones to test it out, you know? So we got to test it out carefully. Obviously, probably the developers are going to be the first ones, which means, you know, Cliff would probably be the most at risk here, obviously. But I mean, if these are the guys that developed the 1155 standard, and they've been around one of those, you know, 2018 ICOs, for what they've done. I mean, look at it like this way: like their competitors, like OpenSea, Rarible, those are all projects that came after Engine, based on what Engine has been doing. You know what I mean? And we haven't even really heard word yet about like this new talk about gaming indexes in crypto, where like there's gonna be investment firms that just buy up Engine, Mana, Sand token, Axie token, all those to just as investments, you know, to buy and hold. And then if that case they're not gamers, it just adds a new buyer to the list because they're not gamers and they're not using it for gaming, I should say, and they're not using it to build a project within Engine. I mean, they very well could once they own it, right? But that'll be the next level here. Sports card market has been taking off. So let's see. Inachi says, I disagree. Lost Relic needs more polishing and a team before mooning. Infinity would accelerate adoption, and if it's not decent enough, it can die anyway. So I guess it just comes down to what your definition of mooning is. Like, my point is that the game has passed a certain. I wasn't talking about mooning in terms of like dollar value, or even player adoption. What I was talking about more was just like the fundamental core aspect of the game. Like the fun of the game exists. You know, there's video game companies. You know, whether it's BioWare or you know, I'm talking about the major companies, right? A Bethesda or a Double Fine or any of the major gaming companies. Like, they're setting budgets and allocating resources based off of ideas of how the game will play. And there's hundreds of video games that come out that they specifically say they don't know if the game is fun until 2 weeks before launch. You know, as a small developer, like, Cliff is nimble enough to be able to make adjustments on the fly and like build out the game, not to like the community's like discretion, like to what the community wants, but the community's feedback is I bet you is greatly appreciated. So if the fun is there, if players are coming back without getting blockchain items, they're coming back. They're buying Santa sleighs. They're spending $30, $40, $60 on blockchain items, and we're not even at the mooning stage, like you would say. So I'm not disagreeing with your point. I think your point is extremely valid. I'm just trying to make a different view on that same type of idea. Everything Gary V says happens. Gary V is ahead of his time. I actually met Gary V in Chicago in 2017. He was setting up at the National. No, not 2017. I'm sorry, 2019. He was setting up at the Nationals there for the Sports Card Convention National Conference, and I had set up as well with my dad in our business. We made it. That year was amazing. The thing when you go into those type of conventions is like you're going in looking to do damage, you know, and it's just it's also a good way to be able to understand what the community is trying to say. Like, it's the same thing here, you know, when everybody starts talking about harvesters, you know, you can expect harvesters will retain their value much longer than like another blockchain item, right? Because like the story is there, you know, as collectors, we're all kind of doing this based off like what our perceived value of these items are. And a lot of that comes down to just storytelling. You know, when someone says, "Hey, man, yeah, Kenzie was the first person to beat this new dungeon. How did he do it?" Okay, well, he focused with the Archer ring, and he focused with he used the Archer ring, and he used the pumpkin, and he used like the bird's beak to be able to do it. Like, that tells a story to the community that players will want to challenge. And if the story holds up, if the story's strong, like, it means that the value, quote unquote, associated with that story's there. He's probably level 10. How much are you in the game? You want to see my levels? Is that what you mean? That's what I got right now. Mostly a minor, obviously. Oh, look, I'm about to level up. Level 11! Level 11 scavenging. Let's go. Get hyped. Oh, that's funny. I'm boosting XP. I'm boosting scavenging XP. Let's see if who understands that reference. Coming for the mystery nests, bro. I don't know. Like when it comes to like with cards, like whether it was like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or whatever, like I've never been a fan of like opening packs. Obviously every once in a while for fun, like a little bit here or there, but like the way I invested is more long term than most Voice Striker level 11 scavenging while Raven. Oh man, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Thank you, Romo. I wish I had no clue what was gonna happen yesterday with that donation train. Like, imagine how beast it would have been if we were streaming when that happened. That would have been like, and another. Let's see. Cranky, Super Ryu's responding to Cranky. He says, "Nah, not even close. I started the game. I started the game with 30 to 50 players, and now the game's at 1 to 2K players per month." Yeah, that's. I feel that. I feel right there with you. Like literally, when I saw the number, I was shocked. Like that's how come I immediately questioned it. I don't know if you remember, Super, how I was like, wait, are we talking monthly? Are we talking weekly? Are we talking active? Like concurrent? Like what are we talking about? Because I didn't believe the number. I really didn't. And then I saw it on the website because I had never seen that. I had never looked under the facts section of the website, and it was true. And then Cliff posts. Oh shoot! Here we go. Cliff posts the graph online. Did you all see it when he posted it the other day? I like copied and pasted it into the Discord. But like, look at it like this. Everybody take their guess right now. Out of all the players that are playing, so right now, let's just take the first 4 days of the month. We have 1,250-ish players. Out of those players, how many do you think are actually? How many of them actually, at one point in time, paid money for a blockchain item? Like actually bought an item on the marketplace, right? I would guess 400, a third. Maybe that's a little high. Now, if the question were how many players would want to, because there's a lot of people right now that may want to but aren't because of gas fees. So if they're doing that, if that's the case, like maybe that number is half the player base, 600. That's a lot different from when I bought my first item. Like yeah, there was only like 100 players. So there was only 100 people competing for these items, and now there's 2,000. So it's just a matter of perspective. You know, obviously, if you're new, like, I don't know if that's really a reason for you to get excited that it's already grown since you're just here for the first time. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that I don't think that growth is going to stop because there's been no marketing. This is all us, guys. Like, the 2,000 players are here because you talked to your friends. And because you streamed or you posted on YouTube or you wrote a blog on Medium or you decided to invest in Engine, but then you were like, well, maybe I should invest in the largest game on Engine right now, right? So, and then obviously we have Lost Relic players that are starting to move into other games like Six Dragons, Nestables, getting ready for Age of Rust at the end of the month. I think it's the end of this month. Maybe it's the end of March, I think. Like buying other Founders tokens. Like after I bought a few Lost Relics items, I immediately saved some cash and I bought Founders tokens for all the games I had played, like Forest Night. I played Forest Night and Bitcoin Hodler during that Swiss board competition, the one that was done back in September. The one that 9streams finished first. Was the first person to complete the Cyborgs quest. That's exciting. I died on my first attempt. I cleared it on the next one. And I think my Cyborg trophy was like 56, 57. So it's pretty good. Shush, don't bring no competition. The number robot did you get? What number robot did you get? Yeah, I think I got 56. Actually, no, that's not true. I think I can see it in my wallet. I'll go check it right now. Yeah. It was like 56. Because I remember when I looked on Overseer, I was like, oh, cool, I'm top 50. Because I was like 40 something. And then when I actually got the trophy, it said I was 56. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm also a believer in terms of like in terms of the numbered NFTs, the ones that are the non-fungible NFTs. Being able to collect the higher number is obviously going to be best. So, oh, nice. You have number 33 or 33, 23. That's nice. That's a good one to hold on to. Top 25, bro. Top 25. Let's see. DK wasn't the first one to donate. 2 others donated way before D3K. Yeah, I missed those donations. I did not know that. That's super exciting. I'd call them out right now and give them huge props. I just don't know which players they were. But yeah, that idea, I mean, it's just great. You know, it's just supporting the community. See, I'm talking and I forgot to drop the blue gram, so we're good. We're good. Grats. Who got something? Who got something? Legendary Vial. Ooh, nice. Legendary Vial. Very nice. Very nice. Probably whoever that anonymous player was, whoever that first player was, major props. I mean, that's got to be real selfless to be able to do that. You know, and also from the understanding that like there's players that want they're craving more, and just because of the way the early access is going and gas feeds, you know, where you're able to provide back. So major props. Overseer never revealed it. Yeah, I did the Overseer count and I thought I was top 50, and then I missed it by those few. How many do we got? One more run, and then I'll go check out what that number trophy is on the sideboard. I don't even know if it'll say it in game, and I'm using my phone right now to stream, so I'm not gonna be able to check it on my phone. But we'll see. Yeah, that sideboard competition just freaking. I mean, it also happened at a time in COVID where, like, I'm sure a lot of us were like desperate for something to do, you know. I was a little fortunate that I was able to do the research on COVID, you know, months before, like 2 months before it hit here in the US. So I was prepared. I had readied my family and readied everybody. So I got a little lucky on that end, but yeah, it came at the perfect time, man. Needed something to just provide a release, because at that time I was playing softball and kickball like every two games a week. You know, I was working out. I was in like the second best shape of my life. The first one was when I was playing college baseball, obviously, but I had gotten into really good shape. We were kicking ass. We went undefeated in the kickball league. We went to the championship game in the softball league. That was a little fun. I mean, local games, but still fun, you know, especially when you can play with your friends and the community. I actually, like, for the softball team, I was trying to find a team, and no one had started one. So I literally just went to the field like on the opening day, and I just went to everybody. Like, I was waiting at the gate, and I was like, when you walked in, I was like, hey, you guys need another one? Need another player? Need another player? Until finally someone said yes. And now I'm not only are we playing lots, and I can't wait to start playing again with them. But then they actually all turned into my clients too. So it's good for everybody. And I turned into clients of theirs. So you got to support each other, man. Small business is the way of the future. I mean, we're proving it right now with the play to earn model. Like, this is literally a small business, even though players aren't looking at it like that. You know, when the money starts to add up. I mean, look, those uncommon items that we donated, like those weapons, like, look, where was I going to be able to sell them on the marketplace? Like, probably not, you know, because of gas fees. But in a world where they're selling for 100 engine, I mean, 100 engine, in the world where they sell for one engine, you know, and the player base going up and needing them, like, yeah, you could have made some money. And those are just the uncommon items, right? What happens when the game explodes? If the game explodes, you know? I mean, you guys know where I'm stand. I'm obviously heavily invested, so there's no way around that. But, you know, and I'm obviously biased, but I mean, you guys are playing the game too. You know what it's got. You know what it can do. And it's not the first. Like, what happens when Six Dragons takes off, and then Six Dragons and Lost Relics start like doing interactive activities? You know, like, what happens when that? You know, the possibilities are endless. Is all I'm trying to say. But now I'm in a situation where I don't have engine. I don't have engine token because I used it to get the freaking reckoning again. So what do I do? Maybe I'm also trying to just rationalize not holding engine token to not feel bad that I don't have any right now. I mean, I have the NFTs that are obviously priced in engine, but We don't know how exactly NFTs are going to be going in the future. You know, one major patch could change things. I've changed my loadout since this new update. Like, I've changed my loadout, you know, and I paid some good money for a couple of those relics, but I'm okay with it because I still believe in their value, even though I may not be utilizing them right now. So let's see. The Ryan Horde in 5 days, I've managed to get 1K engine, and that doesn't include all the new items either. Nice. Super Ryu. From August 20th until this day, I saw so many huge changes in the game, so it's got huge potential. Yeah. It's nuts. It's nuts. But also, like, it also plays into this story. Remember, it all goes back to storytelling. It plays into this story of, like, honestly, guys, like, gamers have, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, or maybe I'm giving us too much credit, but, like, honestly, gamers are changing the world. I mean, look at it like this. Like, think of how big of a change the gaming industry has made in the world since like when I was born, like in the late 80s, you know, like Nintendo, Atari, like, well, Atari, from Atari to Nintendo to Sega to Xbox, PlayStation, everything. Like, the development of artificial intelligence so that we could have enemies to fight in games, like the development of GPUs to be able to, like, provide better graphics, you know, being able to go from, like, 30 frames a second to 60 frames a second. And now you have, like, TVs, like the TV hardware producers are now, like, making sure that their TVs can be running in 60 hertz, right? Where did they get with that number? They got it because games were trying to move into that you know, the idea of, like, online metaverses, like literally MMOs, like World of Warcraft, like how much the gaming industry has affected the world, and the world isn't necessarily giving gamers and developers the credit. Even though gaming is, like, dwarfs the music and music industry, the TV industry, movie industry. So when I hear the story about, like, hey, gamers may be the first ones that are willing to easily adopt cryptocurrency, and I say, like, yeah, that makes sense. Why? Because we were some of the first ones that tested AI. We were some of the first ones to, like, think about how, like, Ethereum and, like, a GPU mining happened. Well, look, remember all the battles we were having for, like, being able to get a hold of graphics cards? Like, like we've played a crucial role in this space, in this development, and it's not going to stop. It's going to be nuts. Yeah, exactly. The gamification aspect, like, turn on CNBC, and all you hear them talking about is the gamification of the stock market, the gamification of Robinhood, of young investors. These guys don't understand what they're doing, and I'm like, there's actually two sides to that coin, because if the argument is that these guys, these Wall Street bets, Redditors, gamers, you know, crypto fanatics, like, if you're going to make the argument that they don't know what they're doing, then you're implying that that one side of the trade is uneducated, and without evidence, who's to say that boomer, you know, that old time hedge fund investor isn't the one that's out of the know? I mean, these guys, they didn't even know what freaking Reddit was or what memes were. Like, they're like, our generation has a way to communicate that is starting to be, like, I've been thinking about this, right? Like, because they were first talking about, like, the the creation of memes to, like, have people understand value, like the way that memes took over with GameStop. Like, think about it, like, why is that a thing? Why are we even discussing that? And it's like, let's go back to the fundamentals. Like, what is a meme, right? And, like, what do memes mean to people, to us? And the easiest way I can describe it is, like, how many times have you seen a meme where it just instantly clicked with you and it made complete sense? The reason why is because whatever that meme was trying to communicate, like, was based in some type of reality that you easily resonate with, right? So in essence, there's a line that can be drawn to truth. There's a line that can be drawn to like communication. The way we express value can be in a meme. The way we express value can also be in a cryptocurrency. It can also be in an NFT. It can also be in a video game skin. Like, people buy Rolex watches to wear to be able to like wear wealth on their wrists and be able to show off like social status. The same concept applies with like video game skins. It's just humans being humans and adapting to technology in the 21st century. And we already went through all of these discussions. Like, how many times have like your parents not understood how to download an app or understood how to like use Google? Like, there's a whole generation that didn't grow up with technology that are too old, like that are too old to learn, quote unquote. Like, they don't want to learn because they're set in their ways and understandably slow. They've spent the 50, 60 years on this earth. They're comfortable with living life the way that they've always known it. Why would they want to change their life? You know? I'm just going off on tangents, but that's what I like to do. You guys like pose the questions and I like to go off on, let's see. I got harvester charges. Okay, we're already at the end here anyway. And yes, we're done with the trees. Let's go get those barbarian blades. Let's turn in the bounty. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Then we'll probably run some Mount Olkef. Start grinding for some blockchain items. I'm really interested to see like how the Sorellas play in Mount Olkef, because if they do run away, like the Sorellas are, first off, they're the fastest enemy in the game, right? And they deal like significant damage with that claw swipe. So it could be a game changer. I could get in one bad position. Maybe I shouldn't even take the mythical Stonebreaker in. Or nah, I'll be fine. I'll just take extra healing. Just in case, since it'll be my first run. But dude, if I lose it live on stream, I'd be heartbroken. Yeah, the Sorellas have to be the strongest. What other adventure do Sorellas come out in? I know they come out in one or two, might come out in Sands. Ada is targeting Africa. It's going to take time, but it's a long-term hold. So, like, actually, that's really interesting that he brought that up in chat, because I'm always trying to like reevaluate the portfolio of what I own. Like, I own like 15 different coins, I would say. It's probably right now 55% Bitcoin, 35% Ethereum. With like, I actually took leverage on Ethereum, so I actually might have, if Ethereum explodes to 2,000, 2,500, I'll probably have a bigger Ethereum position than Bitcoin. So think about that. But then all these other little coins is mostly DeFi and gaming for me. So other blockchains that are going to compete with Ethereum, like Polkadot, like Cardano, like Cosmos, like, I need to have position in those, and I don't right now. And it's mostly, I don't think I can really get invested because we're already in the bull run and I don't want to get burned in case we have a pullback. So maybe that's going to have been my mistake. I have a little bit of Cosmos. You know, I have a little bit, other ones like Filecoin or like, what's the other one? Not Filecoin. What's the other one I'm thinking of? Oh, my bad. I was going to turn in the bounty. Yeah, we gotta see. Dogecoin for the win. Yeah, that's the other one I didn't pick up. See, like, going back to what we were talking about memes, like everything that I just said about memes, like, also applies to Dogecoin. So what do I need? Which one? Barbarian. I need 6 barbarian blades. Oof, 12K. Ouch. 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 Now let's see, Dogecoin. Yeah, because I mean, all of that still applies. Bring a teleport scroll. Yep. Okay. Let's go turn this bounty in. You know, the other thing about Dogecoin too, about it going up, like, I don't own any and I probably won't get any, But the other thing about Dogecoin is like you can make an argument that it's the catalyst for alt season most of the time. Like I think in 2017 it also did a major bull run before altcoins rose, and now it did it again in 2021. So that's something I'm going to do more research on. Let's see. We need 3. What do we need? We need 2 steel ingots and the blooming sequoias. 2 steel ingots and the blooming. Wait, what's it called? What did I say? How many? 1, 2, 3? 3. Perfect. Okay, let's go turn it in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. Drum will roll for the unlocking of the chest. Let's see, where are we at? This one. I'm going to get a silver chest. Was that what it was? Solemn lesson. Bounty complete. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I'm getting nervous. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. What's the best you can get in a silver? Like a mythical is the best, probably? I don't think you can get a transcendent. Maybe you can. I mean, I don't know. I have no clue. Let's see. Rolling the dice. Rolling the dice. Where are we at? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. All right, people. Wish me luck. Big money, no whammies. All right. Okay, I'll take a blue blockchain item. Is it even usable right now? Because it says it's. I got most of the money back. I got 3K. I think that's not as good as I wanted, but where is it? It's under. Now I have 3, but it doesn't say it can be used yet. And let's go take a look at the bounties. Let's see what we can do. Pro tip: when fishing bounty items, use the requirements filter in the stash. Use the requirements filter in the stash when finding bounty items. Oh, I get you.